This week on The Dish, we meet Jimmy Lee and Yen Vo, the couple behind the critically acclaimed Vietnamese restaurant, Madame Vo. Opening in 2017, the New York City restaurant has become a neighborhood favorite. Well, this month, the couple released their first cookbook. Meg Oliver went to pay them a visit.
I named the restaurant after my wife. Her name is Yen Vo, and I was just like, I wanted the restaurant to symbolize love.
If Madame Vo was the restaurant backdrop in the latest romantic comedy.
When I met her, I was like, wow, this girl is so beautiful.
Then chef Jimmy Lee
I have bar seating. Does that work?
and his wife Yen Vo are the lovable lead characters.
You both share this love of food.
Yes.
Their courtship centered around food and cooking meals from their childhood. Yen grew up in the South, surrounded by Vietnamese culture. Jimmy in New York.
I'm the only child, so I would always be in the kitchen, and my mom would literally make me do the dishes, cut vegetables, clean the seafood. My parents were always hosting on the weekends.
My mom also loved to host. Like 10 people could come and we would be able to feed everyone. My mom just always overcooks.
When Yen moved to New York City to work in fashion, she was desperate for authentic Vietnamese food.
And the first thing I asked him was like, where'd you go for Vietnamese food? And of course, it's like, my house.
Jimmy took her home for mom's cooking.
I mean, it was just comfort. It was just home, and it tasted exactly like my mom's, and it was like everything I was craving.
It was love at first sight for you.
It was.
And was it love at first bite for you?
I guess you could say that, yes.
That first bite was the start of their culinary journey.
When you guys got together, was there always a plan to open a restaurant?
We joked about it the first day we met, like just joke, not knowing that we would be together. We're like, oh, we should just open a Vietnamese restaurant.
In 2017, that joke became reality
My personality on a plate right here. This is fire.
when they opened Madame Vo in the East Village.
So tell me about the menu. What were you trying to create?
When we created our menu, we're like, we'll just put on everything that we love. That way, if someone comes here and they only try one thing, they will love it too. So they all have a story behind each of them.
Everything on the menu is inspired by their families.
This was your childhood.
Yep, all in one table.
From the pomelo salad topped with shrimp, fish sauce vinaigrette, peanuts, and shallots,
It's a great way to open up your appetite, and also it's light, you know?
Very light, a little tangy. And I love the garlic. And is it peanuts?
Yes, peanuts as well, just to add that extra crunch and different texture to it.
to a savory crepe called bon sio with pork belly, shrimp, bean sprouts, and onions. Soon ca, pineapple spare ribs with black pepper and scallions.
I thought my mom was genius because most Vietnamese households just do spare ribs with their own caramelized fish sauce. But my mom decided to add some pineapple into it.
That was her signature.
Yeah, and it just made it so much more juicy, flavorful, sweet, tangy, and savory all at the same time. And it was just a great dish to eat, accompanied with white rice.
Melt in your mouth, literally.
And Mama Lee's fried rice with Chinese sausage, shrimp, eggs, and scallions.
I mean, fried rice, ultimate comfort food.
My mom and my dad are both really great cooks, and they're really competitive. So my dad has a different fried rice. My mom has her own version. So this is a tomato-based fried rice.
Which one is better?
I can't tell you. I can't. As a kid, it was one of so flavorful, was one of the things I looked forward to eating when I came home from school, and mom always did it right. It's just comforting.
Oh, it's delicious. It is so, so good. There's so much that goes in here.
The self-taught chef admits they didn't know a thing about running a restaurant.
You gotta be careful now.
Okay. Wow, pretty.
In fact, he was still learning how to cook everything on the menu like Vo Luc Lac, Vietnamese shaken beef.
Black pepper, steak, and butter. Come on.
It's magic.
And then you gotta throw it up. So now it's gonna caramelize. So a customer came around and ordered it, and I wasn't ready. And I just whipped it up and I made it. I tasted it, sent it out, and really hoped for the best. I threw a Hail Mary on that one.
This month, the couple released their first cookbook, Madame Vo.
I wanted to really spread the culture and let people know that Vietnamese food is so amazing in its own right, and anyone can do it. I'm a self-taught chef.
I can do it.
Yes, you can do it at any skill level. You can do it.
A belief system his mother taught him early.
When you think about your mom and you think about what she did for you growing up, what comes to mind?
Love. I mean, honestly, Mom gave me everything, you know, and she taught me everything that I know today in the kitchen.
Lessons full of love, just like their restaurant.
I wanted to pay homage to the women in our lives that raised us and raised me to be who I am, from my mom to my grandma to my aunts, because they all cooked really well.
Are you getting emotional?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
really deeply personal to you,
It is
isn't
very personal, yes. We wouldn't be where we are today without our family, without our community. And moving forward each and every day, it's just gratitude. And just like, you know, you guys were a big part of that. And it really pushed us to be who we are and where we're going right now.
For CBS Saturday Morning, Meg Oliver, New York.
I love how emotional he got. And you know, Mama Lee, Jimmy's mom's fried rice.
That's up there. We haven't tasted
our
that yet.
tasting. She's here along with
We've got Tet
Madam
noodles.
Wings, hot and spicy
Yep.
Tet noodles with shrimp,
the
the pomelo salad, right? It has
All
peanuts, shallots,
delicious.
prawns. Yeah, everything is good.
Really, really good. And I love, you know, we see so many chefs that are taught and go to the Culinary Institute, let's
Right,
say.
right, right.
When you're self-taught and it's passed down, it's a beautiful thing to see too, just as good.
And it makes you feel like, hey,
I can do it.
I can do it too.
That's what Jimmy said.